Hey students, Mark Ferrier here, and this video is going to go over what we have this week. So just a reminder, keep taking a look at that reading schedule here to keep up on what you need to read kind of by when, so you're ready to do your work for the upcoming assignments. All right. So what we have this week, I'm going to go to the calendar view, but alternately, if you went to assignments, here in assignments, you could go through and you could see the list of assignments that you have here that you need to complete. So once you have an idea, don't forget here the due dates when these assignments are due. This is the next assignment due, but let me just here quickly go to the calendar view. In the calendar view, you'll see here you have the poetry presentation notes and responses assignment that's going to be due. This is a little bit more involved because you do want to make sure you have an idea of what the poetry group is discussing in order to be able to complete the literary analysis that's due next week. All right, so that's how this is all working together. So let's go ahead and take a look at the poetry presentation notes and responses that you have due this week. What you're going to want to do is take a look at the assignment instruction and note that there are two presentations in the poetry group presentation assignments. I'll open that up, and you need to post your responses to the presentations. That you need to watch those presentations, and then here in this assignment you need to post your response to that assignment. Okay, so let's go ahead, start here and take a look. You'll see one of the first things you need to do is note at least 3 key ideas that are conveyed in the presentation, quote at least 3 quotes from the presentation, and then write a little reflection. So let's go to this assignment here first and see what it is we're actually talking about. So for this assignment here for the poetry group presentations, note that there is, let's see here, for the presenters, Jet has left a presentation here for you, but also note that there's a student who dropped out of the course, so I posted an alternate video here. So you're going to watch Jet's presentation and the alternate video. And if you just scroll down here, you'll see in this assignment, Jet has posted his presentation, and there's the Prezi link. So you'll go ahead and watch Jet's presentation. And then here is the other link that I posted as an alternate. This is a TED Ed video, so you'll watch this one and Jet's presentation. So once you've watched those presentations, make sure you're taking notes. You're going to go back to assignments, go back to the upcoming assignment now, the notes and responses to the poetry presentation. And you're going to note at least 3 key ideas and something that you want to keep track of or pursue further. So write those down, leave those as a response, then quote at least 3 quotes from the presentation that are important to you, or that you want to consider more, and then also make sure you leave the slide number and time stamp, which helps us figure out what it is that you're talking about, where those quotes are from. Then write a 150-word critical reflection where you kind of elaborate on an idea that comes to you after the presentation. And here you want to just think about, what did I gain from watching these, and how can I apply what I watched to the poems that I'm going to read? And then you can also discuss how this maybe relates to you personally. What do you already know about poetry or the subject matter in the presentations? What can you use to kind of extend or engage with, and so on. So this is just a little 150-word reflection. Show us kind of what you gained by watching these. Make sure you include a discussion on at least one text from, let me go ahead and open that up, one text from the reading schedule. So this is the poetry, so you'll go to the reading schedule and look at the poetry model, and then here talk about one of these texts here in the context of your reflection and the presentation. So tie this all together, meaning you probably want to read at least, you should have read them, but maybe read at least 1 or 2 a little more closely, talk about how they relate to the other ideas in the presentations that you watched. All right, so you do this for 2 presentations. So you'll note down here that you have copy and paste your notes, quotes, and reflections. So you just come down here, you'll hit the reply box. What you can do is you can just copy this if you wanted to, right? Just copy this into here, and then you'll say for the TEDx presentation, you'll leave that title. All right, and then you're going to leave a response to Jet also. So for the TEDx presentation, I'm just going to paste what I copied up here so I know, and I'll delete the requirements, but I need to write at least 3 quotes at least 3 key ideas, and then the reflection. So I'll do that for the TEDx presentation, and then I would also do that for Jet's presentation. And so that's what your responses are going to look like here, is a response to each. So you're going to do this for each of the readings. All right. So that's what you need to do for these poetry presentation notes and responses. Keep an eye on the due date. And if you have questions, and for Jet gets to skip this, because Jet, if you're in the presentation group or the group that does the presentation, you don't have to do the notes and responses, because ideally you took notes while you were making the presentation. All right. So everyone else, do these responses. If you want to, make sure you get ahead. Or if you want to, not make sure, you can look ahead and go ahead and start working now on the literary analysis for poetry, where you're going to want to go through these readings. Note, there's quite a few readings here, so you do have, I do build in a little bit of time, but don't, just because this is due on the 20th, don't wait until the 20th to start this. Once you have started finishing up your poetry group presentation responses, you should probably go ahead and start working on at least the draft of your literary analysis, so you don't have a lot of work next week. If you have questions about this or anything else, let me know.